Actually gonna have to skin poor Colin. I am a bit concerned because it's actually not a lot of cake. So it's mixed nice and evenly. It's just not nice and smooth like you'd want buttercream or ganache to be. It's not going out. Yes! Guys! I have a cake! Oh my god, you'd never know. It worked! Yeah. It looks like a cake. Okay, so now I'm happy my cakes have turned out. Let's get ganaching. So I'm just using this so the sugar paste will have something to stick to, so it won't just fall off as I'm putting it on. So I'm treating it like buttercream. I'm just gonna give it a nice even coat, get it as smooth as possible, and I want to achieve some sharp corners. All my cakes are ganache now, and I've set them overnight, so they're quite solid. Bit more solid than I would like. I think it's the chocolate, like it's not real chocolate, so it's set quite hard. So I'm just gonna go in before I put my sugar paste on with some piping gel, just so it has something to stick to. My top 2 tiers are coated. It went pretty smoothly, right? So then for the 3rd tier, I'm doing a marbled tier. So I'm starting with the top again. I've coloured up some different shades of pinks and corals. I think it'll be a nice contrast with the bottom of the cake. And I'm just rolling little pieces and popping them onto sugar paste, and I'm going to knead that all together and hope it comes out really nice. Okay, now you don't want to knead it too much because then it will just merge into one colour. You're left with these kind of pinky and corally tones in amongst your white fondant, and when we roll it out it should look really nice. I'm out of breath. Is an air bubble? Okay. Okay, now onto the side. I'm doing exactly the same thing because that worked. I'm pretty happy with that actually, but I'm not really sure how much sugar paste I need, so it might be a bit of a tight wrap. Yeah. Okay. Just gonna roll it up. I haven't even gotten to smushing it around. Oh. This is easy. Now I'm just gonna roll it up. That is finally done. It required a lot of work. Amy ended up helping. Right, I'm gonna start rolling this out lengthwise. I'm paneling it again, just because it's gonna make my life easier as I'm drying it. So if I drape it over, it's just not gonna go well. Oh, I'm gonna have to do like, my arms are gonna hurt tomorrow. I'm gonna have to climb on this table. Right, so I've also got some different shades of blushes and corals and pinks. So I'm just gonna smush that into this piece of fondant and then continue rolling it. I think it's just gonna add a nice bit of depth to the cake, like rather than it just being a bit. So I'm just flattening them, and I've left them out to dry a bit because it's just gonna, it won't do anything, it'll just help with the texture. And I'm just gonna rip and smush it on. And you can keep doing this through the process. When it's dry, you can come in, roll it up, add some more in, just until you're happy. I think this is the funnest part, this cake. That's done. I actually think that looks really pretty. But that's not what we're after. So let's roll it out. And then once that's roughly the same size as the cake, then we're gonna leave it to dry, which kind of seems like a crime when it comes to fondant, because that's just a no-no. Okay, that is finally rolled out. That was harder than I thought it would be, but I'm happy with that for now. So we're gonna leave this to dry until it starts forming a skin on top, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm just gonna basically scrunch it up and then roll it back out. So it kind of creates that elephant skin that people really, really hate when it comes to fondant, but that's what we want. So whilst I'm gonna wait for this to dry, I'm gonna do exactly the same thing I did with this, but for the top. So I have no room to do it here, so I'm just gonna... Okay, so this has been drying for a couple hours now, and it's got a film over it. So I'm just gonna wrap it around my rolling pin and start sprinkling some icing sugar underneath, just so it doesn't stick, and it helps it dry out a bit more. And then that's already cracked it quite nicely. So I'm just gonna push the sugar paste around. So it's gonna create these really nice cracks and textures. Okay, that is all done. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut it down so when I wrap it around it's kind of flush against the board. Just makes life a lot more easier. I'm gonna save this just in case I need to like patch anything up, which I probably will. So as you know, the Ganache set a bit funny, and it's quite firm and like not sticky at all. So I'm just going in with some piping gel just so the sugar paste has something to stick to, rather than just sliding off. Just giving it a thin brush. Oh God, why am I so out of breath? This cake is gonna be the death of me, I swear. Like, it's perfect. Now the best thing about it being textured, if it rips, it's fine. We can fix that. That was horrendous. It's just like sliding off. Is that it? Okay, I've covered all my cakes. It's gone okay. But it's time to dowel them now, so I can stack them up, and I am terrified, so wish me luck. I'm using some easy to cut plastic dowels just because they are quite sturdy and they're easy to cut. So I'm just gonna line them up with my cake, grab an edible pen, and I'm just going to mark where the cake top meets the dowel. And that's where I'll be cutting with a saw. Okay, I've doweled all the cakes now, and it's time to stack. Oh, I don't even know how to do this. Okay. big one. Oh my god, it's so big. I can't do this.